JMS Brewery. Brew hard.
G'day guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday on another Saturday of brewing. This weekend, as you know, it always takes me ages to do my all grain, and I've done it every weekend except for a couple, and it's a hell of a lot of work. So I'm doing an extract this weekend. I'm actually going to incorporate my recirculation system with it. I've got everything set up now. I'm just actually using the temperature controller to heat up the HLT or maintain it. I've just got the HLT plugged into the temperature controller, and I've got the probe going in there. And so what I've got, this recipe, it's just an extract. I'm using 250 grams of Crystal 50, and then I've got the Brees, it's a light Pilsen malt, kilo of dextrose, getting a bit nasty, and some light DME. And I'm going to run the recirculation system so it's pumping through the very slowly, going to be pumping through the bag sort of thing. Rinse the sugars out. Just started the steep. As I said, I'm using the recirculation system just like this, just very gently, just recirculating. Just got the bag of grains just there, slowly just coming through the system, and it's set at I think 72.5 I think. Yep. And I'm just going to do about a 35-minute steep today. I've just turned it up to 33.5 degrees and also turned up the pump a little bit. Hey guys, we're about 21 minutes left on our steep. Seems to be going very well, maintaining temperature 100%. I haven't done an extract for ages using, like LME and DME and dextrose and that, but the Crystal 20, that sort of thing, I think it'll be alright. All grains is a superior product, but it's just a question of time, like as I said, it's just so hard, and it's I do my all grain, and then the next day I try and wake up and get up and do stuff, and you're trying to mow the lawn like a zombie, and you almost cut your foot off because you're so tired, and yeah, you know what I'm saying, but this should be alright. I'm not going to make a habit of it all the time, I'm trying to, but as I said, it's all about time, and you do what you do, I'd rather do this than go down to the liquor store and go and buy commercial beer that I don't enjoy as much. This is still way better, I reckon. So we just finished our 35-minute steep. I've lifted up the bag, as you can see there, so it's just dripping in there. Now, like I said, I'm going to crank up this, just get my hands out of the way, I'm going to crank up the temperature controller and see how much he boils in it. I've got a movie going in the background if you can hear all that swearing. Almost there. $100, actually, let's go 102, just for good measure. Alrighty, that's going to kick on now. Flat out. There you go, as we can see, we're at about 85. That's what you got to worry about with this kettle. When you start getting up to high temperatures, it's coughing and spluttering and boiling water's blasting out everywhere, so you sort of think, ooh, better turn it off, I might get electrocuted. There we go, 92.2. Getting pretty volatile in the old kettle. And even the steam coming out of this burning. I think this thing's gonna explode. I think we're reaching maximum 95. Starting to spill shit everywhere now. I've got my I've hooked up the HLT. I've taken the recirculation system off. That's pretty good. 95 degrees it got up to. Pretty good for a little kettle doing all that work. But anyway, I've got this lid sort of on here just to try and reduce the amount of moisture that I'm going to lose. Because it's not an all grain, you know, you don't have to worry about getting rid of all the DMSs and that sort of stuff, because there's practically bugger all in a extract that's all been taken care of when they prepare the LME. Where are you going in? Ouch, that's hot. I'm going to use some Willamette 3.9 alpha acid, and I reckon I'll chuck in about 15 grams of that. I got it right for once, dead on 15. Awesome stuff. This is just the other side of my brew room, where I've got a few shelves and stuff like that, and look at the steam pouring out of there. Awesome. That's the other side where it was just going over. Steam City. Might even create a sauna in here. A beer sauna. That'd be the go. Brewery, spa and sauna. $1 million idea. Okay, that's the flame out time. Shut down the boil. Try and get this lid off without steaming myself silly. Woo! Use the boiler. Ah, shit. I just realised I forgot about yeast nutrient. I'm just going to sprinkle a tiny bit in. I know it's not perfect measurement, but you know, what do you do? It's about a teaspoon or a shovelful. What's the difference? Okay, flame out. This is 20 grams of Cascade. There we go. Alright guys, it's time. I'm not going to let it sit there because I just remembered how important chilling it is, so I've got to get the LME, the dextrose and the DME in there as quick as possible, and then drop the temperature, otherwise I'm going to destroy my hop profile. I don't know if you can hear this movie effort, Jesus. It's fine until I push record on the camera, and then they just let loose with the F word and every other bloody thing. And alrighty, let's get this in here as quick as possible. Probably chuck in the DME first. Man, this is thirsty work. Just excuse me for a second. That looks nicely stirred up. Now we're going to add our dextrose. And yes, I know you're going to go, that's a lot of dextrose, but I'm a big guy and I've got to maintain my sexy figure, you know. This costs a lot of money. Everyone always has a heart attack about boiling water and just the sanitisation of the whole thing. People like Craig Tube, he lives in Canada and the tap water is extremely good. Townsville, where we live, North Queensland, it's not really that great, but I use a 0.5 micron water filter, which removes odour, removes chlorine, and also removes bacterial spores. And I replace my my tubes all the time, like that run off them. Make sure they're really clean. And every single time I brew, when I hydrate my yeast, I put fresh water straight out of the water filter, not boiled, but I've sanitised the jug and everything that goes in the foil that I put on top, and I never have a problem. So the water's really, really good. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this into the fermenter, and then I'm going to put my filtered water straight in on top of that, and I'll never have a problem. Alright guys, I'm about to go into the fermenter. I'm not using the pump or anything, so in we go. As you can see, that's my sink, that's my water filter. I'm just going to turn that on, and oops, almost squashing the tube. I always try and hold it up a lot, just same what I did with the pump, force a lot of oxygen in there, help those yeasties go, you know. I'll just put the wort into the fridge. I haven't pitched the yeast yet or anything like that because it is 36.2 degrees. So it's going to take a while. Show you in there. Just pitching the yeast the next day.